Hello, everybody. So this is Tim Fielder. We are in our final day of the live art broadcast for the Carnegie Hall Afrofuturism Festival. It has been my pleasure over the last 2 months to be with you guys to show you what I do. I have a bit of news to announce today. Let me see if I can share my screen here. Share screen. Okay, so you guys should see me there now, and hopefully we're good. Okay, guess we'll share system audio as well, but that probably doesn't matter. Well, yeah, share system audio. Why not? Okay, click here, share. Okay. All right. Now, one of the things I want you guys to see here is I wanted to let you know about a few things that have happened. Now, I guess a few weeks ago, this was a pretty big deal. A few weeks ago, my book, Maddie's Rocket.
History Month. Our February selection.
Let's go here.
What's going on, y'all? I'm back for another literati book announcement. And this time I'm excited to introduce a new genre to our club, Afrofuturism. Tim Fielder's graphic novel, Maddie's Rocket, showcases a courageous female pilot named Maddie navigating her way through a world of villains, space travel, and some wild, wild challenges. Loosely based off Harriet Tubman and Bessie Coleman, Maddie is an incredible, strong Black female hero that deserves her shine, especially with it being Black History Month. Our February selection is nothing our state underrated club has seen before. Love to Tim Fielder for gifting us this phenomenal story and the visuals. You could even say he changed the game with this one. Check it out.
All right, so I wanted to show that because that was a pretty big deal. And I just wanted to let you guys know that Maddie's Rocket can be purchased now online. The actual official price is $24.99. It's hardcover, about 118 or so pages. This is a reissue of the book that was released in late December of 2017. And only 600 copies were made. So there's a lot of people who have never seen this full book that tells the entire origin story of Maddie Waddy, who's named after my great grandmother named Maddie Waddy. And I'm very happy to be able to show this. So you can purchase Maddie's Rocket online where all fine books are sold. We Barnes and Nobles, Amazon, Powell's, what's the other one? Books A Million. I even saw it on Kina Kanaya. Now, for some folks, you may see it listed down for $32.99, but that's because the actual official price hasn't cascaded yet. But if you're going to get it, the book is $24.99. If over the next 2 weeks you guys stop by 62 Hamilton Terrace, you get the book in time, they mail it to you, and you bring it by 62 Hamilton Terrace between, I guess, Thursday and Sunday of next weekend, then I should be around and consign your copies as well. Very proud of this book. About Dieselfunk Studios, you can see everything that has happened, and it has been a pretty awesome several weeks. And with that, I think what we'll do now is we will go on here to getting to work. Now, let me close this right here just a moment here. Okay, so we're going here. Now, because first of all, I'm so glad that I've been able to showcase my work and everything that I'm doing. It's been such an honor to do this. But right now, I'm a teacher, I'm an educator. From time to time, when I'm also doing my graphic novels, I'm also working for the New York Film Academy, and I teach compositing, 3D animation, character concept design. But those techniques, which are all digital, I utilize in my work. So I use 3ds Max from Autodesk. Been using it now for a very long time. But just recently, and this was part of what the impetus for doing the work today, is I not only use Photoshop and Clip Studio Paint, but I also use Unreal. And for those folks who don't know what Unreal is a software program that's basically a game engine. right? And I'll go into that, and I'll show you a few examples of how I work with that as well. Let's see here. I think one of the things that'll probably be pretty cool to show you guys if I can here, I think we'll open up with Nova, believe it or not. Now, you might say, okay, what is he talking about, Nova? What is that? All right, so, and we'll also work with the image that I started with before last week, which remember, I don't know if you guys remember this, Brother Robo. This is here the a kind of a, this would be a default default environment. We're going to go to whoops, not open. We're going to go to open level. All right. Well, maybe we'll do that. We'll see how that goes. I'll go back to that in a minute because I just want to show this right here for a second. So we have this particular item here. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to build this environment, right? So as we can see here, let's start to count what the environments are. There's this kind of silo unit, right? There's the hillside. That's the closer hillside here. And then there's the near, kind of like a little bit farther away. And then there's the robot. Now, I don't know if I can get all this done, but I would at least try to build the environment, right? So this is Photoshop. Remember, I had a sunset type thing from last week. What we'll do now is, I think what I'm going to do here, we're going to see if this can work. But the first thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to build, I'm always curious as to whether or not I can pull certain things off. But one of the things I'm going to do here is I'm going to build, I think I'm going to build probably a flat plane. Why not? So we'll go here to top viewport. Okay, there we go. Top viewport. And if we scroll out here, we hold down Alt, we can rotate our screen, right? And right now it's set to default shading, but what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go to edge spaces. Now I have some colleagues that say, man, why would you build the environment? Why would you build the environment in 3D when you can just draw it? Or it's because the reason why I'll do this is because if I build the environment once, I can use it infinitely. So in fact, what I'm going to do is increase the segments here. Right now we have it at about 6 segments. Okay, that's pretty good. I like that. All right. Now the next thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to, well, let me just do a little bit. Let's go 8. Go 8 here. Okay, good. I like that. I like that a lot. I like it a lot. Now I'm going to right click over this because this tends to be the way I work. And right now it's just a flat 3D object. But what I want to do is I want to turn this into what's called an editable poly object. So we're going to go here. I'm going to grab these faces here, right? Now I could tweak a few things, could keep a few things here, but you know what? Let's go back here to our image. We see this is our round silo type object. That's pretty good. So let's go back here and let's try to get something that kind of approximates that shape. So we're going to go here. Now, as I work in the top viewport, I want you to watch what happens in the perspective viewport. I'm going to right click over this, go to move. What is move? Move, as in Photoshop, is anytime, or transform is the transform. Anytime you move, rotate, or scale an object is where you're transforming an object. So here, okay, that's somewhat, and I'm not looking for perfection. Again, not looking for perfection. I am not perfect myself, as many of you guys who know me, far from perfect. Okay, there we go. All right, that's good. I'm liking that. Maybe what I'll do here is I'll select those guys there. I'll hold down Control. This is a PC-based application. I'll right-click and I'm going to scale, and I'm going to scale on this particular axis. Oh, that's pretty good. So you see what's happening there? Now, the next step, what I'll do is I'll go here. Now, watch what I'm going to do here. I'm going to right-click, but this time I'll click on Bevel. Bevel, see what's happening? I'm able to select this space, go down a little bit more. Yeah, that's pretty good. Now I'll go all the way down. And as you can see here, we now have a silo type shape, right? Which is pretty cool. Again, not looking for perfection, just looking for something that is unique. But I want to get a few more segments in here so I can make this space a little bit rounder. And I'll explain to you in a second what's happening. So I'm going to go here. We're going to grab shapes, right? Well, these are edges, right? We're going to go here. Then we'll go here, and we'll probably even go here as well. Yeah, this is pretty good, right? By the way, what I'm showing you guys, I don't know who's watching this thing, but you are getting a truly under the hood, view of how I work. This is how I'm able to do work like infinitum and so on and so forth, right? So now we're going to hit connect. Whoops. That worked actually kind of interesting. So now I'm going to go here. I'm going to grab these shapes here. So I'm going to go here. I think I'm going to deselect those guys. I'm going to deselect this guy. I'm going to deselect that guy, and I'm holding down Alt to do that. I'm going to do this here. Now I'm going to go to scale. Watch what happens now. See, that makes it a little bit rounder there, which is kind of cool. And in fact, I'll take that here, and I think here we'll go on this axis and move that in right about there. So as you can see here, that's pretty round. That's round enough, right? See what's happening? So we have our ground here. We have our silo, right? And we will be able to launch whatever it is we have out of the silo. But one thing we want to do here before we do that, I'm going to grab, say, all of this stuff here. That's actually, as a matter of fact, hold on. Let's try it. We're going to go here. I'm going to deselect these faces, right? Okay, that's pretty good. Looking pretty good. Again, we're not looking for perfection. And the reason why we're not looking for perfection is because we have the ability to take our objects, our ideas, and to add randomness to them. That's one of the reasons why I like this. So right now, this is on face. We're going to convert that to vertex. See if that works. Convert to vertex. There we go. So we can see our vertices. There are these shapes here, right? And I think what I'll do, this is going to be a little weird here. I'm just going to go one by one. We'll go here. We'll straighten that guy out. Okay, that's pretty good. Yep, I like it. I like it. Like that. And now we're going to go here. This is going to be a little weird too. Work with me. Work with me. We're going to go here. All right, we got that kind of straight. See, that looks pretty good there. Now we're going to go right here. All right, and here. So that is a pretty flat shape now, as you can see, right? I could have done that more efficiently, but what the heck? I don't care about that type of stuff right now. Now, let's go back to our Photoshop images here. You can see these kind of rods, these are towers and things like that. So I like that. Let's go here. That's pretty good. It's a shape, an interesting shape there. And I think what I'll do now is I'm going to go here. I'm going to grab my edge. Again, this is how I work. No one else is required to work this way. It's only me that works this way in terms of doing my work, right? So that's good. We've selected all of the shapes here. So it's a little bit hard to understand because right now it's in pink or kind of fuchsia. Let me change that color now. How about we change that color to a little, how about, yeah, right there, a violet. So now you can see these lines here, these shapes, right? So the next thing I think I'll do is I will go here. I will convert that to a face. So you see that? Now we're going to bevel here. Watch this. I'm going to make an edge. So that bevel there comes up. I'm going to go just a little bit. Oh, there we go. Let's take a look. Let's move this around here. See how it gives us a little bit of kind of mechanics there? There we go. Yeah, I'm liking that. I'm liking that a lot. There we go. Okay. That's the front and the back. Okay, good. I'm liking that. That's pretty good. Next thing we'll do is we'll go here, and I think this time it's going to be a little weird, but work with me again here. Work with me. I'm going to go here on this shape. I'm going to grab these edges here, those edges there, these edges here. And again, hey, Tim, why are you doing this? Why don't you just draw it out? Again, build once, use infinitely. That is the idea, right? Now, we've got these shapes here. You can see here. See those shapes? And right in the middle here, what we want to do is we want to grab this here and that, Okay, so you can see there. You can even grab here and here if we want. All right, that's pretty good. And let's go back to our reference here. So we have to, I think I'm going to add one over there on each side. Yeah, that'll be pretty good. So I could have done that, but I did not. You know what? We'll just leave it there. That's fine. Okay, now we're going to go bevel one more time. Whoops. What I did, look at what I just did here. I inadvertently hit bridge, which connected the two. We'll go to that. I'm going to undo that. We're going to go to bevel again. There we go. Right there. That's pretty good. One more time. Just a little bit. And then we'll do that. Now, that is our silo. And that silo is looking pretty good there. I'm liking it. I'm liking it a lot. I think it has a bit of character to it. Now, what we want to do here, and this is going to be a little bit weird. What I want to do now is try to, this is really inefficient the way I'm working, but hey, at this point, I'm not trying to get a job in the industry doing this. I'm just doing what Tim does. You're going to go here. We're now going to hit connect. This should be interesting. This should be interesting. So I got shapes, as you guys can see here, that both all go down from the bottom of the silo to this portion here. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to convert that into a vertex. I'm going to deselect these shapes. And now I'm going to scale these on this axis here. Whoops, wrong one. Come on, buddy. Right there. Yes. That looks pretty good there. That's not perfect, but it looks good enough for our purposes. All right. Now, let's see what happens when we grab this guy. Whoops. Hold control. That guy, that guy, that guy, and that guy. Let us see what happens. We're going to go up here a little bit. We're going to go on the Z-axis. See? That's interesting. It's going, but what it's doing now is grabbing a little bit of this. That's no problem. I think we can do one more thing here. I'm going to undo that just a little bit. Now we're going to just do this one more time where we grab these inner edges. I'm going to put one more segment, right? All right. Now we're going to go back to this guy and we're going to deselect the inner segment of the outer edges, outer faces. We just have that one section there. Now, watch this. We're going to click this, that. I want to also click this guy and that face and that face. I'm liking this here. I think we're going to hold down Alt and drag. I'm going to deselect those faces. Now, the next thing is to go up. There we go. I'm liking that. See what that's done? That gives us that kind of interesting shape going into there. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to go here because I can. I'm going to move these shapes here, that face out a little bit so it stretches out a little bit. I think also I'll do this a little bit here. Yep, I'm liking that. A little bit out. And we'll also do the same thing here. So let me zoom out there. So you see what's happening now? We actually have our shape there. That's pretty good. Now, I think I want to go both of these guys. I want to pull both of these guys out there. Right. That's interesting. But let's move this in. Right. And what we're doing is giving ourselves a little bit of room so that now what we can do, right? So we got our shape here, right? We go back to our reference right there. And you can see how these hilly areas there, we want to just add a little bit in there. But before I do that, I want to do one thing. This should be pretty interesting if this works the way I want. Right click. We're going to go out a bit farther there. Okay, that's cool. And we'll go out a little bit wider here because we want to be able to move the camera if need be. All right, that's pretty good. All right, I like that. All right, now we're going to go here. And we're going to go to our edges, right? Select edge here, and we're going to hit connect. Okay, that's pretty good. And I think also, because we can, we're going to select both of these outer points here, and we're going to hit connect there. So you can see here now we have more space, right? We have more segments to work with. So this is one side of our unit here. Now I'm going to go here. And I think I'll go to vertices or vertex. And I'm now going to start to just grab these shapes. See, I'm making a heel type area here, right? That's pretty cool. I think I'll go here a little bit, up a little bit here, just a little bit. All right. And I think I'll go down here. And in fact, here, I'm going to take that down a little bit. Yeah, that's interesting, right? So we have these shapes here. And these shapes are adding kind of like heely areas, areas that go up, areas that go down, right? Let's say take this here, okay? All right, I'm liking that. So right now, you see how it's starting to feel a little, not just so stayed in geometrical. It's looking like there's a little bit of organic elements to it. Go here, maybe move this back a little bit. See how that's moving back a little bit? That's pretty good. Now, I think I want to go here and I want to dip this down just a little bit. Oh, see, look at that. That's pretty interesting. But we'll move this back. Yep. And I think here we'll just move back just a little smidgen now, not too much, right? So you see these shapes we have here. Now what it's looking like now is a sort of ground area. Now, before I really make a really bad mistake here, I'm going to do a save as. And here I think we will go to Brother Robo, which is what this is. And we're going to call this Silo Land. Because, you know, Brother Robo is a giant robot and he launches from a silo here. We'll go here. Let's see, is there, let's go to comments. I don't think there's any comments here, but I think what I'll do, let me go to YouTube and see what's happening. I don't know if anyone's replying and stuff. I haven't really been on top of that, but hey, what are you going to do? Let's see here. We're going to go to home. Actually, hang on. We might want to go here. Yeah, let's go to this guy. And we will take that down to there. Oh, that is live. Holy smokes. So let's go here. All right, there we go. I don't know if we got any comments. No comments right now. And then also we can go to Facebook. Go to Facebook and see what's happening there. Oh, don't want anybody to see my login information here. So we'll go into here and see what's happening. Okay. And there we go. We should be good somewhat to go. Okay, great. I think we're doing all right here. We'll just go there. All right, now. All right. So now let's just do one last thing here because I can. I'm going to just bring these up here, make these edges here a little bit more organic. Again, this is how I work. You guys don't have to work this way. I decided to work like this years ago because I found that it made my work more versatile, and also, frankly, it gives me the ability, it extends my career because I don't have to spend all my time drawing these items over and over again. It's very much in sync with what 3D artists, game designers, concept designers do, and it works pretty good for me. Now, last thing I'm going to do here. I don't know if this is going to work, but we're going to try here. I'm going to go to this shape here. See that? See that? I had grab that edge, and I'm going to hit a ring. Let's see what happens if we go for actually a loop. Close, very close. Go here, and I hit loop again. Nope, not working quite the way I want, but that's okay. I'm just going to go around here and select all of these spaces. And as a matter of fact, let's do this. Actually, that's okay. We'll go right there. All right. Go here. And what I'm doing here is I'm grabbing these loops. And these loops, as long as I haven't grabbed any loops I'm not supposed to grab here, are going to effectively allow me to grab the edge of this kind of silo. I don't know if it's going to work, but we're going to try. Zoom in here. My eyes aren't as good as they used to be. You guys hear it a lot. It's true. Make sure you take care of your eyes. Don't be like me. And we go here. Boom. Bam. Bam. And bam. I think, not sure, but well, no, almost. Right there. We'll go right here. These guys. Okay, maybe we got something going here. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to right click and I'm going to convert that into a vertex. Now we're going to go right here. We're going to go to scale. Right there. There we go. There we go. That's what I wanted. That is what I wanted. I'll show you why I wanted that in just a moment. So, because we want that edge to be more visible. That's what we want. In fact, let's see if we can do this. Let's grab here. And now we're going to go on ring again. Ah, it worked. Perfect. Now I'm going to convert here and convert that to face. We're going, whoops, whoops, whoops. We're going to go to bevel again. There we go. Boom. Okay, there we go. So we now have our launch unit that has a little kind of element to it. So watch this. I'm going to grab here on the bottom. I'm going to grab the bottom of the silo, which isn't perfect, but I don't need it to be perfect because I can just, the camera won't even see it, right? So we're going to go to grow. Oh, my eyes. Let's see. Gonna go to grow. I'm going to grow a little bit more. I'm going to grow a little bit more. I'm going to grow a little bit more. I'm going to grow here. There. There we go. And one more time. There we go. Right there. Now, so we've selected all of the inner faces there. But now we want to grab this guy here. I want to grab what's happening here. And the way to do that is I'm going to go on the top view and go right, hold down control. I'm going to drag right here. I don't know if this is going to work. We're going to see. Ah, great. So we got that. So that's pretty good. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to make this particular unit here into a different color. I'm going to assign a material ID here. Now I'm going to go to material. I think I really only want 2 materials here, maybe 3. Put in a physical unit here. I'll show you what I'm doing. Like, oh God, what is he doing? I'll do another one here. Let's say this right here will be our mechanical elements. This here will be our ground elements. And I think maybe we'll take another one. Now, I could use a multi-sub object on this, but we're not going to worry about it for now. So I'm going to go here. All right, here, I'm going to click. I'm going to go on base color map. Right now, it's a gray, which is good. But I'm going to turn it more into a green because I kind of like that green kind of feel. There we go. Like that, right? And then here, we're going to go with our metal here. And that white metal is pretty good. Let's take a little bit grayer there. Okay, good. And then here, we're going to leave that part there a little bit where it is. All right. So now I'm going to go here. I want this section that's hot, that red color. That's going to be there. Now I'm going to apply that. Oh, let's see what happened here. Did that work? Now I'm going to go here. Watch this. Edit, select, invert. All right. And now we're going to apply the green. Let's see what happens now. Ah, see what's happening? So our land is green, right? And our silo is gray. But just to be a bit of a bonehead, we're going to select here. We're going to select these pieces here. We're going to do one more, let's say right here on that side. Okay, and I think just to be fancy smancy, we'll do here as well. And why not? Let's do this here just to be thorough. No, I'll leave that. All right. Then we're going to go to this guy and we're going to apply that there. All right. Now you might say, well, what happened there? I'll show you what happens. When I deselect that face there, you see how that's a little bit lighter than that? So, all right, that's good. It still looks kind of tech here. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to grab here. And I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to grab this again. I'm going to hit grow. Okay, we got that. That's good. Let's close this now. I don't think we need to do anything else with that. And now I'm going to do something that you probably shouldn't do, but I'm going to do it because what the heck? Why not? Whoops. I was deselected. I got to be very careful with that. Boom. By the way, just so you guys know, I started doing 3D. I'm far, far, far from the greatest 3D modeler in the world. What I am able to do is I'm able to build my objects sufficiently good enough to make something that is workable. Okay, so we've got that. See that structure? Now watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to go here to select, invert. And by the way, there are much more ergonomic setups in 3ds Max that you can use to do this, of which I'm not using at all, so forgive me. Now, I'm going to apply to this. Whoops. That was weird. I don't know what happened there. Okay, all right. We'll go back. Display mesh binding. That was not what I was trying to do. We can go back to edit, editable poly. There we go. Right. What I meant to apply was, I think where we're going to go with this probably turbo smooth. Could use another one. Now, watch what happens when we hit turbo smooth. See how that smoothed that out there? Still looks a little weird, but watch what happens when I increase the iteration. See what happens? See what happens? Now, here's the thing. It also smoothed that out. So let me delete this right quick. I think we're going to go back to the one we always use, which is, where are you? Mesh smooth. There you go. And the reason why I wanted to do mesh smooth, it's because mesh smooth allows me to turn off apply to whole mesh. Now, turbo smooth does it too, but what the heck, right? So that part there remains kind of square, boxy, mechanical looking. And this little space here is a little bit curved, but you know what? Let me increase the iterations. Let's go to 3. See how smooth that looks now? But yet the unit here is, that's what that is. So that's pretty interesting. Not perfect. Again, you have some overlapping faces. I'm okay with that. Why? Because I don't really care. Probably should, but I'm not going to worry about that for right now. All right. Now we're going to hit Control S. All right. And let's go back here and check and see if anyone's writing or chiming in. I don't think so. Let me go here to Facebook. Go to live chat. Okay. Live chat is good. Okay. I think we're good there. And also we'll go here to, let's go. Okay. I think we're good. All right. Good. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to go back to our reference. And this is our concept design here. It's pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. You know what? Watch what I'm going to do here. I'm going to go there here, and I think I want to, I don't know if this is going to work, but I think one of the things I want to do here, old style mapping. Nope. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Sort of, maybe. No, I hate that. All right, there we go. All right, good. I think we'll be good here for now. And this, again, this is just concept design. All right, so we got that there, right? I'm liking that. Liking it a lot. Now, this is pretty good. I'm going to hit Command S, and I'm going to name this. Whoops. Let's turn that off. Top level. Okay. And I want to name this Silo Land. Okay. So we got Silo Land there. Now, you might say, all right, Tim, that's a lot of effort to go through the same thing that you essentially did here. Why is that? All right, here we go. So now we're going to go here. We have Silo Land. I don't know if this is going to work. It's been a while. So now I'm going to select here. I'm going to, it's been a while. Let's go to save selected. Whoops. Let's go to cancel. I'm going to do this here. I'm going to convert this to an editable poly because what the heck. Okay, that's pretty good. I'm going to select the whole thing here. And now I'm going to go to, I don't know if it's going to work, but we're going to go here. And just to let you guys know, this is one of the things that I'm doing here. I'm going to save selected. It's going to be silo land. Right? And here, let's see if we can save it in different formats. Maybe not right now. 3ds Max. Yep, that's good. We're going to cancel that. That's not what we want. Want to export. Want to export selected. We could also export the game exporter, but that's okay. For right now, Autodesk FBX, that's not the one we want. Not OBJ. Unreal Datasmith. Everyone see Unreal Datasmith? Very important. We're going to call that silo land. Okay. And we could do this. We could do animated transforms, but all we want is that. Okay, that's pretty good. All right, now, here's another thing I want to do. This is going to be a little weird, but work with me here. I'm now going to, what time we have? Oh, boy, we're running out of time, so I got to move pretty quickly here. What I'm going to do now is I am going to take a light. And I want to take, I could use a photometric light. Now, you might say, okay, Tim, what's going on while you're doing this? The reason why I'm doing this is because this allows me to give some kind of indication of where I want my lights in the scene. I want a light coming out of this, right? Now, I don't know if it's going to make any difference, but we'll leave it as Omni light, right? And I could just go in and just place a light in there myself. I mean, maybe I will, maybe I won't, but I want a light there. That's pretty good, right? Now, the next thing I'll do is I'll save this again. And now I'm going to export again. We're going to export selected. Nope. Want to export everything here. Export selected. And that's going to be again. You see that? It's the same thing. And we're going to overwrite all this stuff here. Yes, I do want to replace it. We're going to go okay. All right, we're good here. Now, it's always errors with this type of stuff. You saw the errors popping up. Just to let you guys know, with this kind of error, the reason why I love Epic Games with Unreal is they're idiot-proof like with me. What they do is they essentially allow you to build something in 3ds Max that is imperfect, and it will generally allow that software, that model that you built, to come into the game engine without major issues. So we're going to close here. I'm going to go file. We're going to go new level, right? And in fact, I think what I'll do is I'll do a time of the day. Why not? This is going to be interesting. You see it there opening up a little bit. I don't know if this is going to work, but we're going to see. Maybe? Nah. Hold on. Let's go one more time. We're going to go new level. I don't know if it's going to work. Let's go right here. All right. This is going to open in just a moment. I hope and pray it will. All right. Now, that's, by the way, this is the early access variant of Unreal 5, which it has its lumen settings, which is absolutely dynamic and pretty incredible. Hope I'm not totally screwing up here. All right, world settings. All right, we want to now, let's go cancel. We want to import. Hang on, might be held up a little bit here in this part. Let's see if we can import it into level. All right. Now here's where it gets a little weird. So I need to now search here. I don't know if it's going to work because I might be making a mistake already. Yep, already did it. Okay, not a problem. Documents, Silo Land. Come on, baby, show up for me. Show up for me, mama. It did not. All right, hang on, hang on. This is where I get a little caught up here. Nope, nope. New map. All right, we may have screwed up pretty significantly here in this section, but that's okay. It's okay. Because if I can't get it running in Unreal, no worries, because I can drag and drop some other stuff here. So let's go here. Silo Land. Come on, Silo Land on here? Nope. Let's see if we can drag and drop some stuff in here. There we go. Silo Land, Nada Smith. Nope. I don't know. That's not working. That B's not working, ladies and gentlemen. And I don't know if I'm supposed to go back. I don't know if it's going to work here. Let's go to open level. Or, nope. One more time. If we don't get this working in the next 10 seconds, we're going to try something else. We're going to go to empty level now. I wonder if it's because I haven't updated this thing in a while. That could be it. Not sure. Okay, whatever. Content browser. All right. So Unreal is failing me today, or I am failing Unreal. No problem. Watch this now. Oh, wait. What happened there? Oh, maybe I'm having an issue with the software that is giving me some problems that I'm not aware of. That could be interesting. Because Unreal, by the way, is very new. This early access, I assume they would have released a newer version. Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Here's some stuff here. Let's go to my project 09. All right, let's do that. I don't know if this is going to work, ladies and gentlemen, but we're going to see. Yes. Come on. We're going to see. These things, just to let you know, for you guys who are interested in doing this type of work, these things can be memory hogs. But the amount of usefulness that you get utilizing a 3D animation program, I use 3ds Max. You guys can use Blender, you can use Maya, you can use Lightwave, whatever software program out there that you can use. I would encourage you to use it. Blender's free, by the way. But I would say get that, and when you have it, then make sure, good and daggum sure, that you're able to. Let's see here. Is that still opening? Oh, still opening here. We're going to give that a second there to open. I would say use Unreal, because Unreal is real time. It can give you fairly realistic lighting immediately. It doesn't take any time to do that. All right. So we're going to go here. Okay. That is opening up there. Okay. It's pretty good. All right. Going back to Unreal. You can see here on this section is opening. Okay. Let's go back here and look at this right here a bit. And by the way, I don't know if we can, while we're waiting on that, I'm going to open up Adobe Bridge. And I'm going to show you guys a few things that I had to do over the last several months. And as you can see, that's great out there because this thing is really starting to become a memory hog. Still opening right now. It says 45%. So we got to wait. All right. Now let's go here. There we go. There's an infinitum here. We're doing some storyboards. Stand by for what happens in that regard. Okay. Now, one of the things that you guys should also see here, I'll go here. Let's see. Do I have it here? There we go. Look here. You guys can't see it right now, but I'll just go here. So let's zoom in on this if we can. Right now, this was an object built in 3ds Max. And you can see here, there's light, there's kind of like these canopies, right? And what that was, I was doing an adaptation of Samuel R. Delaney, who is well, I consider the godfather of Afrofuturism. I was building environments of the hell planet at the beginning of the story. And you can see here, this is really cruddy in terms of the 3D models, but I built that in the computer so I could rotate my camera. This was how I worked. Now, I wasn't looking for perfection, but I was looking for close enough. Where is it at now? At 45%. I don't even know if this is going to open up quickly enough. But part of what I did here was I built these objects and I built interiors. And matter of fact, since that's working the way it's working, what I'll do is I will show you guys a few of the models that I built for Nova. And hopefully by the time I get to that, I can get back to this. If not, just so you guys will know, I will be continuing this program. I'm going to take a break after the festival is over, but I will be back and I will try my best to do weekly programs. I don't know, they'll be pre-recorded or live or however we're going to do it. But at any rate, let's go here. Save, because we want to be able to come back to that. Now watch here. We're going to go into our models here. I will minimize that for the moment. We'll go here. All right, now. So for anyone that's seen Nova, you know there's a ship called the Rock. Now, apparently the Rock is like a yacht. I didn't really see it that way. I saw it as a yacht, but more as a kind of utilitarian type vehicle. But, you know, yacht-esque. How about that? So what I did is I built the Rock. And I'm going to drag and drop this in here. I'm going to open file. All right. This is my version of Samuel R. Delaney's Rock. All right. I wanted something that was kind of yacht-esque, but kind of sexy. Whoops. Let's go here. Select this. We'll zoom in here. There we go. So this was my version of the Rock. And I wanted something that would have veins, like the astronauts kind of plug into it. And I also wanted the Rock to be kind of multi-layered. So as you can see here underneath, this is actually 2 units that are kind of held together by a magnetic field. So this was my version of the Rock. You might say, wow, that, you know, I don't know, is that sophisticated enough? But I'm just going to let you know, I've been trying to adapt Nova since I was in my late teens. Since it was, you know, or if not, at least by 20, I was trying to adapt it. And the first version that I did was shaped like a football. I know that's weird, but this was the Rock. This is what I built. All right. So I had that. Also, I had I'll go here to Hell City 3. Let's go here. Go open file. We don't want to save that. Now, I'm showing you this here to give you a little bit taste of things under the hood. So this was not only like the environment and what I built. I built these shapes here, believe it or not. They were made, if you can see here, these were actually made from vector shapes that were like snowflakes. And I thought that would be pretty cool here. Go here. Let's zoom into this and go to a big screen here. It's going to be a little bit weird because it's all kind of put into a weird sort of shape here. There we go. And right now it's set up to default shading. Let's see if I can turn some of this up because it's definitely bogging my machine down here. Default shading, that's pretty good. Let's go lighting shadow. We want to go to illuminate with default lights because we want to be able to save some space, right? So we'll go here. There we go. Now let's zoom in here. And I think what I'll do, if I can, I will click here. All right, we're gonna click this dome here. There we go. Now, right now, I know it's a little weird looking, but this is basically the landmass. So on Hell, the way it worked was they had these huge pits, lava pits on the planet's surface, right? And these, what I call superstructures, would be placed over those pits, collecting energy, right? Now, I'd use some pretty basic Greeble plugins to just give myself some basic city type effects. And you might look at this, you might say, wow, that looks pretty cruddy. And it did until I had everything open in the gaming engine. I'm going to do one more thing here. I'll show you this part here that, I guess we got a few more minutes. I can show you a little bit of this. That's Hell 3. And I'm going to go with our docking bay. Open file. I don't want to save that. Now, you're going to say, again, you build all this. Why'd you build? I built it because I can move the camera around. You notice here, I have cameras here in these sections here, and they give me different types of looks. All right, we're going to go here. Okay. Now, this right here, you might say, what in the world is that? If I go here, you can see here, this is a docking bay. And inside of that docking bay is the rock. And I built this kind of side structure here. As a matter of fact, let's go here for a moment. See? That's the rock sitting inside of its bay. And I wanted to look kind of pyramidal. I did use kind of like a traffic guides here, but I didn't do anything with it. But basically, I wanted the idea that I could show, I could move the camera around. See what's happening here? And I know it's a little weird now because it's giving us kind of a 3D effect. But this environment here was actually built to have a certain effect. Again, there are parts here. See, the back is totally open to 3D space. It was okay because my camera is only showing that part of everything, right? So here it can look pretty massive, like a superstructure. Okay. Let's see where we are here. It is still at 45%. I don't know if we're going to be able to open this up in enough time. But part of what we did here when I used this object here, I think what I'll try to do, I'll try to see if we can go to Black Angel of History, and I'll show you guys what that finished work looked like. Go here, minimize that. Black Angel of History, Google Arts and Culture. Let's see what happens here. Let's see if they have there it is. All right, so we're going to click here. And this is the show that should be opened up by Dr. Ronaldo Anderson. Again, I showed you guys all this stuff here where I dealt with these models, right? And this is Stacey Robinson's front image. Love Stacey. So we're going to go here, but I'm going to scroll through this here. There he is. And his ideas are really cutting edge with the whole myth science thing. We're going to go through these images here, but I'm going to go to my section. And they have a pretty big name artists here. I'm very, very happy to have been a part, very proud of the show. But the 5 pieces I have in this, Quentin Versetti, who I think is really amazing because Quentin actually uses a lot of 3D objects in his work. So I love the fact that that brother is out there innovating and pushing the medium forward. So we'll go here. I'm just skipping past this stuff here. Let's see if we can go. This is Black Kirby. Whoops, got a little sound there. All right, okay, here we go. So this is the new cover that I did for Infinitum. This is supposed to be for the new cover, for the soft cover. I don't know when the soft cover will be out. I assume it'll probably end up coming out during the summer. Maybe we have to see. But this is the new cover. I actually finished it. I actually started on about a year ago, but I finally finished it late last year. And I'm very, very proud of it. Let's keep going here. We're going to see if we can try to get to the Nova pages. And I think, but by the way, Andre Leroy Davis, I want you to know, brother, this was a great image. Suffice it what anybody may have said, I think you're a brilliant artist. Don't let anyone tell you different. Your work has meaning and purpose. You keep doing what you got to do. Don't worry about that, all these other folks. All right, now we're going to keep going here. We're going to go to Nova. Scroll down a little bit farther here. The messenger. Okay, nope. We're not doing that. There we go. Nova. So this is Nova. So a lot of you remember those ideas I had there with the let's zoom into this. Remember that? There it is. So I actually made renders of that, and I did what's called a paint over effect. And I told the story. This is Draco on Triton. And you remember this section where it had the ships in there? So these are the characters, Lork Von Ray and all of the different characters there. And they are, this is what we did. This is how I told that story. So that's page 1. I don't know. Maybe something will happen with this. We will see. I'm always down for. I'm always down to do something interesting. This is page 2. This is where they're on board the Rock, and this is Lork with half his face hacked off. Pretty crazy. Pretty crazy stuff, man. All right, that's page 2. And then here we go back again. Okay, we went there. Let's see. Let's go to Explore. Let's see if we can go back to Nova. Oh, nope. Messed up there. Okay, let's go here. Nearby home. I think we may have missed that, but let me just go all the way back down here. Glitch. Okay, this is Milton Davis's stuff, which is very cool. Come on, Nova. Where are you? Where are you, Nova? There it is. So this is page 3 and page 4. So the idea was to do something. This book came out in 1968. You can see here, remember the ship that I built? There it is. But what I did was using the game engine, which I still don't think is open yet. It's going to take a century for that thing to open. That was utilized to give myself realistic lighting, and then I could go in and paint. And I wanted something, again, I don't draw the prettiest characters in the world. My women look hard. My men look hard. But that's because that's the kind of artist I am. I don't know if that's a good or bad thing, but that is absolutely what it is. But the one thing I specialize in doing is scale and scope, right? Some people can paint beautiful, beautiful, beautiful characters. I do that as best I can, but I'm really into scale and scope. I want you to feel the massiveness. I want you to be able to feel the massiveness of these superstructures as the sun reflects off the side of the superstructure and the ships in the background. I want that's my objective, is to make you feel like you're watching something that's bigger than life, and that is part of what I do. All right, with that, I've shown you a little bit here. Again, these images are here. I import still images. I can't really show you here because this engine is taking, it seems to be stuck here, but that's okay. But I'm showing you as I output those 3D images as 2D images in the game engine, I open them up in Photoshop, and then I do what's called a paint over. And the paint overs are totally liberating, and they allow me to do work. Now, as I've done this work over the festival, I'll say this because we're coming down to a close here. Part of what I do is my objective is to show you guys how I work, knowing full well that I can't possibly show you everything because it's everything, right? And this is probably going to be the last time you guys see me on video during the festival itself. So I'm going to just close out by this. I am so grateful to the folks who have given me the opportunity to showcase my work. I'm grateful to Adrian Fuchs of Carnegie Hall. I thank you so much for giving, OG Afrofuturists, whatever you want to call me, an opportunity to show my work and to show my place within Afrofuturist history. I want to thank Yatasha Womack, who actually put me in contact with Audrey, who really, really allowed me, because there was a point where Black Metropolis, the show, 62 Hamilton Terrace, Harlem, New York, at the Children's Arts Carnival, almost did not happen. It almost did not happen. And because of that one act of kindness that Yatasha carried out, it actually guaranteed that my show would happen, right? I want to thank the friendship of Ronaldo Anderson, who, we collaborated on things. He's been very supportive. My wife, who I love dearly, who has been absolute putting up with me and my insanity. I imagine it must be hard to make your way through all that stuff, but hey, what can I tell you? You know who you married. And finally, I'd like to thank my twin brother, Jim. We work together. Our projects or films. We have a feature horror film called Flow. We have a feature documentary based on the Black Metropolis show called Black Metropolis. We also have different things like we have a TV show called the Dieselfunk Show. If you guys have seen me over the last few years working on, where I'm drawing on my tablet and Jim is shooting, recording the event, and we're doing that type of thing. That is called glogging, and we created that idea through our concept called the Dieselfunk Show. This is the Flow website here. All right, this is the Flow website. We got all this type of stuff together, and that film now aired about a month ago, I guess, during the Carnegie Hall Afrofuturism Festival. We have the Dieselfunk Show, which aired a few episodes here and as well. Very proud of that. And also then the Black Metropolis Show, which is, based on the documentary in my life. So it has been a massive run. I'm so grateful for the Children's Arts Carnival, Jose Ortiz, Dionis Ortiz, Michael Unthank, Camille Wanless. All of you guys did fantastic work. Thank you so much. For those folks who are aware of the Children's Arts Carnival, founded by Betty Blanton Taylor back in 1969, servicing the community out there and doing their thing. I taught there from, I think, 90 or 91 to like 1994. It is a staging ground for many of the Black cartoonists that are out there as contemporaries now. I think the Milestones training program started there for a bit. And then I taught there for several years. And Stephen Harris, Alex Simmons, all have connections with that place. I believe Sean Martinborough, I could be wrong about that, but I think he even had a connection there for a second. So it is actually very fitting that Black Metropolis was revived there. With that, I am so grateful for the opportunity to have shown my work, to show what I do. I am so grateful to Carnegie Hall for doing what they've done. Thank you, my parents. Thank you, my brothers, older brother, Arthur Jaffa, and Boston Fielder, who also curated the show. Thank you, HarperCollins, who made sure that I had a supply of books to sell there. I really appreciate what you guys have done. And looking forward to, you can see my work with Black Metropolis for the remainder of the festival up till March 31st at 62 Hamilton Terrace. I'm also featured in the Boundless show at the Schomburg Museum of Culture, and also in the Black Angel of History show at Zankel Hall and Carnegie Hall. Is literally the first Afrofuturist gallery show in Carnegie Hall history. Now, of course, this would happen just as I'm about to shut down. Now it opens. Yeah, but anyway, I don't know if there's enough time to show that. But at any rate, so there we go. I want to thank you guys so much. You guys are awesome. With that, we're going to go here. I want to thank you guys so much. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. and let me have a little time after the festival is over to get a little rest, because I'm going to sleep of the undead, and then I will be back with more new programming. Peace.